try this other streaming service real quick. I'll make sure it's got everything that I need, and it sounds pretty good. Wait 1 second. See if it sounds pretty good on this. Testing, testing. Let's see. No, sound. It's not sound so good. Trying this other streaming service real quick. Make sure it's got everything that I need, and it sounds pretty good. See if it sounds. All right, that's better. You know, the thing about legacy is it's what we're remembered for. It's what other people remember us by, and it's how we are remembered. You know, what do we leave behind? It's not just money. It's just not an estate. It's pretty much everything. What do we leave behind? Well, my wife passed away about 3 years ago. We have a 11-year-old and a 10-year-old boy and a girl, and went out to go see their granddad, who's single. Um, he he lost his wife a while back. Actually, what happened was the grandfather passed away, and then the grandfather on the other side passed away. Then my late wife's mom passed away, and then she passed away. It was like all within a year of each other. And needless to say, she was pretty. He was pretty emotional. My father-in-law, he's pretty emotional. And I've had my disagreements with him, but I just kept to myself because I just know that for the kids, you got to be. How can I put it? You got to leave the best possible memories. And this goes with trading. This goes with life. It's not just one lesson. It's plenty of different lessons in one. And I think it's important. And shoot, I lost my king. Oh well. And I think it's important. Well, he apologized today for things that might have upset me or something like that. And I don't have a lot of time to go out that way and talk to him. Uh, and he's pretty lonely because he lives way out in the country. I live out in the country, but he lives way out in the country. When I say I live out in the country, that means he lives further out. Okay, and he don't have too much family or anything, and got me to thinking when he was apologizing. I said, you left me one of the greatest gifts that anybody could. You allowed me to have children with your daughter, and that's a legacy. That's your legacy. That's our legacy. And it's okay to be upset at one another. It really is. Got to realize, it's not about us. It's about the legacy that we leave. Not Hatfields and McCoys. We don't have to, fuss and fight. And I never really did. Oh man, he got me. But there's some things more important, I reckon. But He apologized, and I told him about the legacy. What legacy do you leave? I want to just start this game over. Don't you wish you could just start back over everything, huh? You can't. You can't. That's why we gotta leave the best impressions that we can, right? We gotta think before we move. Every strategy, you know. I'm not upset he didn't put my name on a tombstone. I'm not even upset that the 100 people that went to her funeral don't even show up to my house. It's not because I'm mean. It's because they were her friends, not mine. They were her family, not mine. That don't mean they're bad people. But it never gives time when somebody wonders what the other person's thinking. They tend to make stuff up in their own heads. Well, that's the crazy part. But yeah, legacy is something we leave behind. It's a mark. You know, it's something we leave and we say that was ours. Now, what those kids know, what those kids do, that's legacy too. Why is that legacy? Because whatever I tell them is invested knowledge for later. If that makes sense. You got my king. I am not thinking too much about this, I reckon. Oh well. Let's see, where's their king? Oh, their king's way over yonder. Someone in trading, and you leave a bunch of videos out there, and you say, hey, ooh, he's got me. I want to let him win this. And when you say this, that, and the third, what are you leaving behind? Am I a gambler? Or am I a trader? Or am I an investor? That choice is all yours. And it's all relative to the being that you want to be. Because that's what you're leaving behind. That's your legacy. If you're mean to other people, that's your legacy. If you're kind, that's your legacy. If you let people walk over you, that's your legacy. So you got to think, what are we leaving behind? What investment in ourselves are we leaving behind? What is it? You know, what are we leaving behind for the future to see? You don't give up every time you lose something. I'm about to lose this queen one way or another, but you never just give up. You cut your risks all the way down to what you can. So that'd be taken. That'd be taken. Ain't too much I can really do, is it? They got me. They trapped me in this. Like I said, I'm trying this new stream service that they got. It's not bad. I can do about 5 channels at one time. Ain't bad either. It doesn't really allow me to go in and play with it like I was playing with the Restream. But it's as simple as that. What do you want to leave behind? What will it be? You're only failure if you quit. They got my bishop. Ah, okay. They're coming in for a checkmate. Still not going to give up, though. But yeah, you don't give up. And I accepted it. I didn't tell him he didn't. He didn't do anything mean. He was a caring father. He was a loving father. He didn't do nothing wrong. People lash out because they're insecure. So anything negative he said is because he's insecure about something. But that he'd have to answer on his own. There's an old saying, if you're going to get mad at somebody, go yell in the mirror. Because I guarantee you, that's who you're really mad at. Whatever's in that mirror. And you got to change that in that mirror. They got my rook. Got 28 seconds. They won regardless. Too worried about that legacy thing. But maybe not worried enough, huh? Because what do we leave behind? What kind of impression do we leave behind? What is it? What are we leaving behind us? There's Stonehenge. There's Egyptian pyramids. There's the Great Wall of China. You don't have to put yourself all the way up on that pedestal. No. It could be as simple as your last name being passed down. It could be as simple as just teaching a couple strangers something. Paying it forward. I got 9 seconds. Let them take me out. Start all over again. But that is the topic of my conversation today, is legacy. And I told him, his daughter left me the greatest thing that you could possibly do, and that's legacy, to teach my kids, show my kids, and pass down what I know to my kids. Let's see, he might want to beat me again. Let's play again. I might beat him this time. No music on this one, though. I don't know how to hook up the music to this stream. Oh, I hope everybody's doing well on Saturday. But I'm switching. I might switch to this one because I could do like 5 different channels at one time. I got to get used to this platform. I don't have enough viewers as to where they stick me with ads, but there are some that do ads. Okay, this guy's a little bit better, a little higher score. See what they do. But yeah, you're either teaching or you're taking. You're either giving or you're taking. You're either teaching or you're... Well, you're always teaching, really. Think about it. You're teaching people to trust you. You're teaching people not to trust you. You're teaching all kinds of stuff. Some people have a big poker face. Ever hear the old Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler? Yeah. Just like SOXL. I averaged in $30. A lot of y'all can't do that. I know that because I used to be like that. Don't just take somebody's word. Yes, I made over 80% on that. Took a month, but I knew what I was buying. I had a strategy. I sure did. We're gonna come down with their king or queen, or try to anyway. They might. Oh no, they did not. So they're gonna move here. It's the only place I can see them move is right there. Ooh, they left that open there. Look for the queen. They'll move that queen soon. Maybe not. Protect the queen. You know, in the South, we say Ma and Paul. You ever really think about why we say Ma and Paul? Maternal, paternal. Ma is maternal. Paul is paternal. That's why we say Ma and Paul. It's just an easier way to remember things. Don't always have to be all fancy with it. Just gotta know what you're doing. As far as the market goes, what I'd like to see and what'll happen are two different things, but usually it's what I think will happen. I think the market pulls back just slightly Monday. Hopefully, give us another opportunity to get back in. We did pretty good on our day trades and the other live streams. Okay, we did very well. But, shoot, I'm running out of time here, ain't I? Alright, gonna switch here. I spend most of my time helping them, the elderly, trading, such. I do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ah, I gotta get that. I gotta get that right there, don't I? So I'm gonna have to walk this up. Hold up. Oop. Want to trick it? I moved this night right here in the wrong direction, and I am screwed. Mm. It's not a game of chance when you have a strategy. I'm just saying, always watch your next move. Always. Nope. I'm about a minute behind here. Let's see. Can't get that yet. Can't do this. Possibly there. I won't be able to do nothing. It's a pretty good move. That was a very good move, actually. Kudos to that person. Let's see. Gotta face yourself. What are you willing to risk? I didn't think so. Did not think so. There's a lot for. Ah, they got me. They got me. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see. I'm gonna let them beat me real quick while I check out my stream. Get back to topic. Some things are more important. But yeah, legacy. Legacy means a lot. And should all, while I do this, I can talk. Should all recognize that we leave behind a little bit of something, right? That's why it's important to journal. That's why it's important to talk things out. The why, why are we doing this? We want to make sure we're saying why before we actually get into a trade, because then you're going to ask yourself why you were in that position in the first place. Why was it a good setup? All right. Yes, oh, they're getting on me about that. Okay. Want a rematch? They might have walked out. Yeah, they walked out. That was only the second time that happened. They're getting on me about that. Let's see. Create a game. All right. There we go. Oops. So it's important to harp on the good things. It's important to harp on our strengths and strengthen up our weaknesses. Strategy is more than just a game of chess. It's know what the next move is. Because if you're just playing real fast, nah, that doesn't work out too well. Oh. See, they can move there, there. So probably do. Or here. Could move there. Move. Move your knights. This will be a short, because I'm just testing out the stream. But yeah. What do we learn from our mistakes? What do we do with our mistakes? Let's see, move that and I get that. Let's see. This guy's pretty good. I like it. Mhm. Didn't see that. Nice. So this will be the last game. Don't want time to run out. Let's see. I don't know why they haven't put their bishop right there, but I'm going to back it up so they can put me in checkmate. Stalemate. I don't know if they don't know all they have to do is move the knight or not. I could have so won this game if Las Vegas. Let's see. Oh, I can't really.